guys will help her out. It's kind of spilled over into the rest of her life. She has a lot more confidence, and she's not afraid to try new things, and she's made a lot of good friends.
When I first came here last year, the thing that I fell in love with the most was everybody's kids are the same. It might not be my kid today, it might be your kid tomorrow, but every kid has their moment, and everybody here was just so warm about it. It's like, what can I do to help? What do you need? It wasn't a judging thing. And a lot of times people sit back and they judge, and it's hurtful.
Go and stand in front of the guard. Go to the goalie. Okay, you go beat defense. Go over there and beat defense. Want mommy to come?
They had a lot of kids from his school volunteer for the international tournament in Frazier. And these kids were so humbled to see how some of these players that they take for granted every day, how these players worked so hard and had so much fun. It was I don't know, life-changing for them. Because they've never really realized how what becomes so simple as skating, that these kids couldn't do that. My son just loves it. 2 goals. I'm so glad.
Before the game, I'll go in, I'll talk with the kids, I'll tie skates, help with any kind of equipment they might need, anything the coach might ask, and when they go on the ice, I'll lock it up so everything, make sure everything's safe. Watch the game, cheer for them after the game. I'll come in, congratulate them, talk them more, help them get undressed, whatnot, and get out the locker room.
Played hockey with a gentleman named Tony Sansone Jr., and he saw this program about special needs hockey, and he thought, gee, this would be something that he would like to get started, and he solicited a bunch of his friends that he played hockey with, and I responded to that letter.
I became involved in the program, and here I am 10 years later, a little bit grayer, a little bit heavier, and it's the locomotives that have put me this way. No, I personally want to thank Tony, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of maybe everybody in this room. I'd like to introduce you to President of Special Hockey International, Tony Sansone Jr.
It's almost slightly embarrassing for me to be here when I know everything that Jim has done, and really from his truly the catalyst of the organization, what he's done, put this banquet together to coordinate with all the coaches. And I will tell you, to a man, we had about 18 letters that I sent out. Of the 18 volunteers. Some that are still here today. Jim Herman certainly has never left our side. And truly, without Jim Herman, there would not be Gateway Special Hockey. So a tribute to Jim, to his wife.
I felt a need to give something back to society, and as a player and just as a human individual growing up, there's been a lot of people that's been good to me throughout my life, and the only way you can't ever go back and pay those people, but you can appreciate it and thank them, and when you find the opportunity to pass on that need is to offer your assistance to somebody else. That's why I do this.
Tell me your name.
Koski.
Doug Ludwinski.
Maspeth.
And you're from St. Louis.
Mike Hickey. I'm president of the American Special Hockey Association, ASHA, and president director of the Washington Ice Dogs in Laurel, Maryland. I started organized the team in Maryland about 7 years ago. I was teaching at a school for special needs kids, developmentally disabled kids, and had started the program with about 9 kids at the school that I was working at the time. We just contacted the NHL, and in turn they put us in touch with Jim and the people here in St. Louis, and they sent us a bulk of equipment to get started, and our program started from there. We started the Special Hockey Association just in the past year, and we set it up as an incorporated nonprofit. We were asked to do this by USA Hockey, just to give a sort of governing body for the growth of special hockey in the U.S.
We surprised the programs that were already established and had been established for years that we could bring 2 squads, because they didn't know about our group, we didn't know about them. It was very impressive, I think, for them to see our team as well organized as it was, and And of course, we were amazed by how well run the program was and how many teams that were out there that were playing special hockey. There was over 650 athletes there, and it was a good time for all of us.
The programs actually seem to need some kind of vehicle to drive for growth and support of the programs that are in existence now. And with ASHA, that's what we're trying to do. Working with some other organizations, we started a partnership with Athletes Against Autism, and we hope to get involved with some other organizations to promote special hockey and also draw awareness to different degrees of developmental disabilities. We get a certain amount of funding from USA Hockey. They have a disabled section, which I sit on the board of, and the disabled section is comprised of sled hockey, hearing impaired, amputee, and special hockey. And I basically oversee the special hockey programs within USA Hockey, or represent the special hockey programs. We have about, in our Washington Ice Dog organization, we have about 40 players present currently. And we've just started a program in Northern Virginia where we have another 20 to 30 players there. And we're in the process of starting another program in Rockville, Maryland.
Say hi. Hi. And your name? Ben. It's Ben McGann. Ben is 10. And he's been playing with the Nova Crew past 2 years. And we're excited to be in St. Louis this year.
The funding that we get from USA Hockey is geared towards, it's to be used for certain things, and growth is the primary use of the funds. We can use it for development camps to start new programs, to get ice time, for equipment, to go down and try to get new programs up and running, get them started. So it's based on certain things that they prioritized on what it needs to be used for. The biggest problem we have with special hockey, about the only problem we have, is we don't have a lot of teams in any one area. So the kids only really end up getting to play tournaments, once or twice a year, and it's hard for them with the population that we have to play different, get a lot of games in. With ASHA, what we're trying to do is to gear and start more programs and draw awareness and get more programs going so that we have more opportunities for them to play. What we've been doing is trying to reach through community programs, through schools and organizations, and let them know that our programs are out there. We're starting a new program, and that's kind of how we can get the kids to come out. The good thing about our programs is they're not geared towards any level of participation at the beginning. We'll teach them how to skate, we'll outfit them in equipment. We make things as easy and possible for anyone that wants to try it.
His goal is to be able to participate with the other kids and to get along well with them, to have the understanding of the game. And win or lose, it's a game, and we all are winners.
I want to play a game.
You think Grandma likes to come and see you all the time?
Yes. Yeah.
We think it's wonderful to have him in this particular program because, number one, it gets him to understand good teamwork, makes him feel that he's doing something that he really wants to do. He participates in a lot of sports, which we support, as well as in the hockey for him. He's our only one, and he's the best one.
Game like that game. Yeah, someone. Yeah.
Yeah, one goal. I two misses.
Yeah.
Firefly.
We started far, and Trevor was not skating, actually. He was with a walker. A lot of the kids started with walkers in the program. And actually he did the walker, I think, for 2 years. And then he actually started doing it with just holding somebody's hand.
People help me balance. And My friend Trav, I know Trav before skating.
And from there, he developed his other skills, and he started when he was 5. And probably when he was 8 years old, he was skating on his own, so it took 3 years. And then we got into the fundamental skills, and he worked very hard at them. Some took longer than others, but he did it. And there's always a way that everybody can do it if they put their mind towards it.
There was individual attention brought to each skater, and that's very important in the development of their skating techniques. They give them encouragement, I think is a big thing. They teach them the fundamentals of skating and just reinforce that they have the ability to get out there and skate. And I think that's a lot the athletes need, is just positive reinforcement by individuals and keep pushing them a little bit to do better.
Half of the team currently came from our beginning hour. A lot of them learned to skate with FAR's beginning hour, working with some of the same volunteers that they're working with right now.
Well, at first I started as Nick helping me how to skate, and then after that, it was kind of hard to skate backwards and everything like that. But then I got used to it, so now I know how to skate backwards. And I skate frontwards pretty good, but on backwards I fall a little bit. And in hockey, I think I need to practice by hitting the hockey stick, because every time when I get ready to hit the puck, I fall down.
They'd start off and they'd start like stepping, walking, and all of a sudden, sooner or later down the road, they start like actually pushing and they're like flying out there.
Well, our goals for Beth in playing hockey was the opportunity to be on a team, to win, to lose, to learn to do it graciously, be a good sport. But funny things have come out of hockey. In the beginning, she used to come home and complain that the kids pushed, because you're not allowed to push at school. So we had to discuss that hockey is not school. You are allowed to push, and you don't have to take turns with the puck. Because we had to undo some of our school learning to turn it into sports that, yes, it's okay to push the boys, yes, it's okay to take the puck away, and yes, it's okay to beat them to the puck. We aren't taking turns. So these are life skills, because life is not all taking turns. She understands, you would ask the question, enough of the game to want to score goals, to want to prevent goals from being scored. I mean, she'll go back and play defense, and she knows exactly where that puck should be. She doesn't like to share the puck, but that's probably, most 10-year-old hockey players don't like to share the puck.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that I